there are a lot of people that are on the fence. They still have this negative stigma towards social media. So maybe you can highlight why being on social media and posting content that could help their business. Why would it help their business? Like, what is the advantages for that?
So the reason why you, for one, for reach, and now you need to have some sort of a social proof for your brand. I mean, if you're not on a singular, I said singular, a social media platform of some kind, people, it's just like a website. Back in the day, like back in 2000, if you were a business and you didn't have a website, people would say, like, are they really a business? They don't have a website. So having that social proof is huge. Also, Google searches all of your posts that you're putting out there. So if you have a Facebook page or if you have a LinkedIn account, if you type that into Google, it's going to populate and again, give you more of that social proof that this business is legit. Another reason why I really think that businesses should be on social media is because you have the opportunity to speak to exactly your ideal client and customer. So if it's through ads, you can target, if you want to sell, if your ideal client and customer is soccer moms with kids ages 13 to 16, you can do an ad specifically for that demographic on Facebook. I mean, it's insane how targeted you can get. It's no longer just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that something sticks. You can put your message directly in front of the person that is your ideal client and customer. Also, it's a great way for market research. You can pose a question or push a post out there asking a question of your audience and hear their feedback. And then guess what? From what your audience has just told you, you can then craft your next product for it. You can craft your next ad built around their answers. If you put out the right type of social content for your business, you're going to be able to move the needle faster with your marketing efforts.
So I really, really love the analogy of having what was a website back in the early 2000s and where we are with social media today. You know, that's actually what I discovered as I went through this journey of saying, okay, I have to get more customer facing on social media with my business. You know, one of the things I would, the analogy I like to use is basically, I think a lot of people are social stalkers, right? So, and when I say what I mean by that in a fun way is that if anybody wants to know who you or your business is about, they're going to go on social media and they're going to find everything they can. And so, specifically for those that are content creators, that are coaches, consultants, you know, online course creators, you're going to have individuals that are going to say, well, do I want to pay you? Let me see what you're about. Let me see what you're going to speak on. So that's what I've seen the huge benefit of social media. But the second thing is it's free marketing. It's essentially free marketing. You're just putting information out there. You don't have to pay $10,000 to be on that billboard on the highway. You know, it's
Exactly, exactly.
yeah, and you don't have to do, as you said, it's, you don't have to do Google pay per click, you know, anymore, right? Like it's people will find you and people can search, and Google's scouring it with the SEO. So great, great, great advice there.
You know, and I think that a lot of people think that with social media that they need to be posting 18 times a day, and it really is all about quality posts that you're putting out there. So if you only have the capacity to put out 3 fantastic posts a week, that's all you need to do. Like, because people will be seeing those posts and they'll look forward to seeing them show up in their feed. So really think about what message you want to put out there, who your client is, how are you helping them with this post? And if you really craft each post to perfection, you're going to get a ton of bang for your buck because you'll have the SEO in the keywords for the post. You're going to have great photos that, you know, people are going to resonate with. You can start a conversation with them and get that, you know, that feedback that you can use for your other marketing efforts. So it really is a great way to just connect with your audience in a way that it's like getting the keys to the back room. You know, you can show the personality of your business, what makes your business different than all the others. And you can do that through social media.
If you can only do 3 pieces of content a week, you know, high quality, do that. And for many entrepreneurs, business owners, it's difficult even just to do 3 quality content pieces. There's a lot of overwhelm. And there's various types of content creation. Yeah, podcast, right, as one form of content creation, but then you have images, you have your regular posts, you have videos, and now there's shorter version of videos. Uh, Really, what advice would you give for someone to like, where would you tell them to start and what type? Because not everyone's good with the video. Not everyone's good being in front of a camera. Not everyone's good at audio. Not everyone's good at maybe even going just on Canva.com and creating a nice designed image because they may lack that, that creative gene that others have,
Mhm.
right? So what advice do you have for someone like where should they start in the most easiest way and take away the overwhelm and burden?
Yeah, that's what I work with, my clients on. And so not everyone has a strong social strategy. And that's what I try to teach through my one-on-one coaching is you can be successful with your social media in as little as 1 hour a week. And that's what I try to teach. Sitting down, devoting 1 hour of your week. So you have 39 hours to work on the other parts of your business. Not everybody likes to be like me and do, 40 hours a week of social media. Not everyone likes that. But that's where I think you still can be successful and have a strong strategy with as little as 1 hour a week. It's just sitting down and then scheduling out your posts, figuring out what your message is for that week. So I'm just going to go off of a podcast because that's what we're on right now. So let's say you've created your podcast and you're going to push it out on Monday, that the new podcast has come out. You're going to include a picture and then a description of what the podcast is about. And there's your first post. The second post can be we're just going to go off of Instagram because it's easiest for me to give different examples. So let's say you've gone all in on Instagram. Your first post on Monday is a post about the podcast. In the caption it says what it's about. Second post is going to be an Instagram TV, which could be just a video clip of what we are doing right now, recording. And you can take a 60-second clip of what happened during the podcast and promote that out. The last clip that you can do is you can go into your stories and say, hey, newest episode of Business 360 has just come out. I want you guys to be sure to listen to it because Katie Brinkley comes on and you can go on and on about it in your stories. And then your final post of the week can be a carousel post, something that people can engage in and swipe through. So again, you've had that one stagnant post that could be the cover art. You've had your video on Wednesday, and then on Friday, you can have a carousel post with maybe the 6 tips that we learn about social media on the Business 360 podcast this week. And on one slide, it could be tip 1, the next slide, tip 2. And then that way people are consuming the information differently throughout the week. You're still promoting that one piece of content. But again, now you have 3 fantastic posts that people consume in their own way. So that's again, I think something that can be done in as little as 1 hour a week. And then the rest of the time, you can just stick around and be social on the platform, commenting and engaging.
Well, I just got some ideas for my own social media content. So thank you for that free advice.
You're welcome. You're welcome.